India has over 15 million freelancers, but when these freelancers want to file their taxes, they are bombarded with misinformation and complexities. I am here to simplify all those things and bust misinformation so that you can save your money on taxes. Now let's start with the basics. This rule only applies to professionals like engineers, doctors, lawyers, chartered accountants, and many more. This is not the entire list, but the entire list is given in the description below, so do check out before applying this rule. Now, assuming that your work qualifies and you are a professional, but at the first page, let's discuss why this rule was introduced. Because you're a freelancer, we know the pain of maintaining the books of accounts and the detailed expense report. Even the government understands this. That is why Section 44 ADA to your rescue. It says that 50% of your income will be considered as taxable. Basically, you pay tax on 50% and the remaining 50% you don't worry about that. No need to maintain separate expense sheets, neither maintain your books of accounts. This is where freelancers get confused. Half of your income is considered as profit. Can be confusing. Which brings us to our first myth. Myth 1. People assume that this means you're paying 50% of tax. No. You are paying tax only on 50% of your income. For example, you're earning 20 lakh rupees. You pay taxes only on 10 lakh rupees as per the normal slab rates. You're not giving half of the income as taxes, but you're paying taxes only on half of the income. This difference matters a lot. This is the most dangerous myth. Myth 2. You must spend or withdraw 50% of your income. You need not worry about spending or withdrawing 50% of the income, neither worry about showing any fake expenses. This is just a simple calculation method to calculate your taxes. You can live life as you want and you can save as much as you want. The government doesn't really care. Once people hear this, another fear shows up. Myth 3. If you save too much, you will be questioned. No. This freelancer rule doesn't really care about how much you save, how you live your life, and where do you spend. It only cares about how much have you earned and are you willing to show 50% of that as your taxable income. That's it. Now let's clear another big confusion. Myth 4. You still need to have bills and proof. If you declare half of your income as profit, you don't need to worry about maintaining the books, maintaining any kind of proofs, and don't even need an audit if you're within the limits. This is exactly why this rule was introduced, just to make the life of freelancers easier. Now comes a fair question. Myth 5. If I show profits less than 50%, will I get into trouble? Well, not really. If you show profits less than 50%, then this rule won't apply. But then you will have to maintain your books of accounts, all bills, proofs, and the expense details. So yes, lower the profits, then this rule does not apply, and then automatically you are compliant to more compliances and more paperwork. Next myth is for side hustlers. Myth 6. Is this only for full-time freelancers? No. It doesn't matter whether you're working full-time or part-time. The only thing that matters is what kind of work you're doing and how much have you earned. And finally, the last myth. Myth 7. Once you use this rule, you're locked in forever. Well, not really. If you're using this rule, then it applies only to that particular year. And if you're planning to show lower profits, then you can use the normal tax slabs. So there is no long-term commitment in this. What this rule exactly assumes? Well, this rule only assumes one thing, that half of your income is profit. Apart from that, how much have you spent, how much have you saved, and where have you spent, it really doesn't matter. Anything beyond this is just internet made confusion. This rule does not force you to spend money, neither does it punish you if you save a lot of money. This rule only helps the freelancers to live a tension-free life so that there is less of hassle while maintaining the paperwork and other related details. Save this video and share this to all your freelancer friends.